Hi there, everyone. My name is Greg Scher, and I'm so honored to bring to you a real solid real estate veteran of 15 years and far beyond, Darren Ahearn from the Ahearn team of RE/MAX Results, covers the Frederick area and surrounding areas and also southern Pennsylvania. Thank you for being with us.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me on, Greg.
You've been in this game since you were a kid. Tell us about that. Tell us what that means, because obviously there are no 15-year-old real estate agents running around.
No, there's not. You can't be licensed at that age. But I grew up in the family business, and we had a concrete company. And so my stepfather kind of groomed me, and I got to be around building quite a bit during those years, pouring all those walls and kind of seeing how it all worked together.
And now you've been an agent for 15 years, and what we're going to talk about today is what kind of mistakes buyers make. It's really complex out there. There's a lot of noise in the background. How do you avoid the noise, and what are the things that buyers should look out for?
Yep. Well, Greg, the biggest thing buyers need to look for is when it comes time to buying a house. Number one, it's so complex. There are almost 250 steps that happen behind the scenes that they're not even really aware of. Because the internet, all the information that's out there, which most of it's pretty good, it doesn't really go in and elaborate all of those different steps. And so one of the things that I have found is buyers sometimes will fail to meet with me or another agent as a professional to interview us, to go over a game plan, to talk about what are the steps involved and how to be prepared for that.
So interview your agent, make sure that it's a match. That makes sense, right? But so many people don't do that. It's amazing, isn't it? What about sites out there that like Zillow and Trulia and others that talk about the values of homes? Should people really pay attention to that, or do they need to dig a layer or two deeper?
They definitely need to dig a little deeper. From the buyer side of it, they see that, and of course, whatever number that is on there, they're not going to agree to right away, and I found that sellers won't either. And that's fine. That's just data that's out there. Whether it's right or wrong, it's just data. And so what happens is for most buyers, they see that data, they have something in their mind about what they perceive as, what's selling for what and what's happening in the market. But one of the biggest pitfalls we find is they want to go see homes before they sit down with us to go over a custom game plan that's going to help them get what they want. And so that's one of the biggest steps that we find that people, make a mistake with.
What about lists of wants and needs? What is your advice to people out there that want to get into a home, that want a beautiful bathroom and want the great kitchen and all the bedrooms? Is your motto don't settle, or do you go into the transaction as a buyer knowing you're going to have to give somewhere?
Yeah, that's true. That's one of the things in our consultation that I like to sit down with buyers and go over with you is what really truly is an absolute gotta have it kind of thing. It's a need. We got to have 3 bedrooms or 4 bedrooms or what have you based on the size of your family or what's going on. And then we get into what are the wants. I'd love to know, what do you want? What are the wish list items? Those are very important. But we have found, Greg, that there's no such thing as a perfect home out there.
Yeah.
Even with a brand new home that you build, we have found that buyers have come back later and said, oh, I wish we would have added more space in the closet or did this or put this over here. And so those are some of the key factors. Is our job is to really go through there and find out what concessions are you really willing to make, because there is almost no perfect home that's going to be out there.
Well, you seem to dig really deep, and that's important because there are agents out there, unfortunately, that just want the commitment from the buyer, and you're going to take a pretty elaborate approach to find out exactly what people like. I love that. Darren Ahearn, he's the Ahearn team of RE/MAX Results out of the Frederick and surrounding areas, southern Pennsylvania.
Yep.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, sir.
If people want to reach you, tell us how.
Best way to get me is on my cell phone. That's 240-344-1713, or you could just go ahead and get on my website. It's DarrenAhearn.com.
Hope to hear from you soon. Thanks.
Thank you.